Gauff Mboko unite for late Qatar Open doubles entry. Coco Gauff and Victoria Mboko are set to team up for the Qatar Open doubles, marking an unexpected pairing in the tennis world. Both players originally entered the tournament with separate partners, but due to circumstances, they found themselves needing a new alliance. Background of the partnership: Mboko shared insights about their collaboration, stating, "We were actually both entered with two other players. Neither of us got in with our original partners, so we were like, wanna play?" This initiative highlights their flexibility and willingness to adapt to changing situations. Gauff, a former world number one in doubles, has decreased her participation in doubles events in recent years. Meanwhile, Victoria Mboko has focused primarily on her singles career, but both players bring a wealth of skills to their new partnership. Upcoming matches: the duo will compete in their first match together on Monday, February 9th. They face tough competition against the 7th-seeded team of Cristina Buxa and Nicole Mellicer-Martinez, key facts players. Coco Gauff, Victoria Mboko event, Qatar Open doubles match date, Monday, February 9. Opponents: Cristina Buxa and Nicole Mellicer-Martinez. Doubles credentials: despite their recent focus on singles, both players have strong backgrounds in doubles. Gauff's experience as a former top-ranked doubles player complements Mboko's emerging talent, making them a formidable team. The Qatar Open presents an opportunity for both players. Gauff and Mboko aim to make a significant impact despite the late formation of their partnership. Fans and analysts alike are eager to see how this dynamic duo will perform in Doha. When worlds collide, Gauff and Mboko unite for a late Qatar Open doubles entry in the glittering desert city of Doha, where the sun sets in shades of gold and the WTA Tour's brightest stars converge to kick off the season. An unexpected story unfolded that captured the hearts of tennis fans around the world. Two athletes from different worlds, at different stages of their careers, found themselves thrown together by the unpredictable nature of competitive sport. Coco Gauff, the established powerhouse, and Victoria Mboko, the rising Canadian star, joined forces at the 2026 Qatar Open in a doubles partnership that was as surprising as it was inspiring. A meeting of fate, not planning the doubles draw at the Qatar Total Energies Open, a prestigious WTA 1000 event running from February 8th to 14th, brought together the world's tennis elite, but not always in the ways people expect. Both Gauff and Mboko originally entered the doubles competition with different partners, yet neither pairing made the cut for the main draw. Instead of bowing out quietly, the two young women looked at each other across the practice courts and asked a simple question: why not? Mboko summed it up with refreshing honesty. "We were actually both entered with two other players," she told the Tennis Channel. "But unfortunately, neither of us were able to make it into the draw with our original partners. So we were like, wanna play? And so, it just came about." It was an unorthodox start. It was spontaneous. It was the kind of moment that reminds fans why sport can feel so alive, because it isn't scripted. Point two: journeys. One court. At first glance, Gauff and Mboko seemed like an unlikely duo. Coco Gauff, 21 years old, is already a global household name, a former French Open champion, frequent deep-run singles threat, and player whose presence on the tour has been felt since she stunned Venus Williams at Wimbledon as a 15-year-old. In contrast, Victoria Mboko, a few years younger, burst onto the scene more recently, winning significant titles like the National Bank Open and earning praise as one of the game's most exciting rising stars. Yet despite these differences, the pair shared something vital: a hunger to compete, to adapt, and to thrive under pressure. Gauff's vast experience paired naturally with Mboko's fearless energy. It was the seasoned mentor meeting the audacious newcomer on equal ground, not as teacher and pupil, but as teammates navigating a thrilling unknown. As Gauff explained when asked about the partnership, she saw more in Mboko than just a convenient partner, happy to back on the doubles court, especially with someone as great as Vicky is. The match that almost was their much-anticipated first round pitted them against the 7th seeds, a seasoned tandem of Cristina Buxa and Nicole Mellicer-Martinez, a team with experience and a well-oiled doubles dynamic. The match itself turned into a battle worthy of its stage. Gauff and Mboko dropped the first set 4-6, rebounded to take the second 6-4, and pushed the contest into a deciding championship tiebreak, where every point felt like a heartbeat. Ultimately, They lost a marathon 119 final set, falling just short of victory in a spectacular, tension-laden duel. But losses are not always defeats, especially when they are etched with grit, shared effort, and potential for more. Beyond the scoreline, what resonated most with fans wasn't that the partnership ended early, it was how it ended. Gauff and Mboko weren't expected to be favorites. They were a makeshift team, thrown together by circumstance. Yet they contested every point with a palpable sense of unity, sliding for the same balls, cheering after each winner, celebrating each small victory as though it mattered more than just a scoreboard. Their effort, tight, courageous, and full of promise, reminded many of what sport really celebrates: connection, courage, and unexpected beauty. A symbol for the tour, in a tour where storylines are often scripted around rankings, seedings, and headlines. A last-minute pairing like this brings something rare: authenticity. It is a reminder that while tennis can be about statistics and titles, it is also about human stories, friendships forged in hotel lobbies and draw ceremonies, and the joy of simply stepping onto the court with someone new and seeing what happens. Fans on social platforms echoed this sentiment, celebrating the pair for their chemistry and spirit even in defeat. Many expressed excitement not just for this moment, but for the potential of future duos and the relationships that grow out of them. What this partnership means going forward: while Gauff continues to pursue both singles and doubles selectively, having won doubles titles before, such as at the National Bank Open with partner McCartney Kessler, her collaboration with Mboko might signify a broader shift. It underscores her willingness to support emerging talent, to embrace spontaneity, and to approach doubles not as an obligation but as an opportunity to learn and compete. For Mboko, teaming up with a player of Gauff's caliber is a milestone, one that could fuel further growth in both her singles and doubles careers. The Canadian has already shown promise with strong performances in Doha singles, and stepping onto the doubles court with a major star only adds another layer to her burgeoning resume. At a moment to remember beyond the wins and losses, what stayed with the tennis world was the spirit of collaboration. In Doha's warm desert breeze, under the electric lights of the Khalifa International Tennis and Squash Complex, Gauff and Mboko's pairing was more than a footnote. It was emblematic of sport's unpredictability and camaraderie. It reminded everyone that tennis is as much about relationships and respect as it is about racket and footwork. A last-minute doubles entry transformed into a shared